Let me see. Amber Rose. Where's my Amber Rose picture? I gotta pull it up. Amber Rose. Hey, hey, little mama, what's happening?
Hold on. No.
Amber Rose. All right. So this is what we're talking about right here for the last one. All right, Amber Rose. I'm just gonna let that sit on the screen for a little bit for y'all fellas. Thank me later. Amber Rose just released a full frontal nude, and her whole campaign about slut shaming, the whole slut shaming thing that her whole platform is on now. You know what I'm saying? Slut shaming. Anything she does, anytime she does anything wild like this, and somebody criticizes her for it, she goes into her slut shaming mode. She's got a company and a whole cause dedicated to, calling people out for calling hoes out for doing hoe shit. I guess that's how that works. All right, so here's the question: do you think slut shaming is a real thing, or is it just an excuse for hoes to be hoes, for women to do hoe shit? All right, T. Marie, let's start with you.
Let me tell you, I'm not even quite sure if I know what slut shaming is. If you're saying that somebody is calling you out for being a slut and that's slut shaming, that's just somebody talking about what you do and who you are. No matter who we are, somebody's going to say something about who we are. I don't know. First of all, slut shaming. You should be ashamed to be a slut if that's what you're being in the first place. Let's just start there. So to be saying that slut shaming is a bad thing, I don't think that that's something that should even be in existence. When we call a hoe, that's a hoe. If I'm out here sleeping with somebody else's man or doing hoe shit, then I'm a hoe. Why I'm gonna get offended because you called me what I am and what I'm putting out there? We act like we're not supposed to get called out about what we do. If we're gonna put it out there, then don't be afraid to let somebody say what they're gonna say about what you decided to put out there. It's your choice. So why you mad if somebody call you out about what you decided you want to be out, put out there? You can't be mad at that. You can't have it both ways. Be all right with putting it out there, and no matter what anybody says, just do you. We all have to do it. So if somebody don't like what I do, I just gotta let it slide and let it be what it is. But hell, if I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. Be proud to be a hoe. Don't get mad because I'm calling you a hoe.
All right, there you go. All right, Kelby, go ahead, take it away, bro. Can you follow that up?
Look on point. God damn it. I got switched up.
I'm just saying.
It is the problem. It's like so funny. Like people shameless. Like that's the problem. There's a lot of people who just fucking shameless, and Amber Rose is fucking shameless. Like, and she trying to make other people shameless. Like shame. If you do something that you know is negative, you should feel shame. If you feel like the shit that you're doing is some fucked up shit, you should feel ashamed because maybe it will prevent you from keep doing fucked up shit. Like,
Right.
you can't just dodge that emotion. Like you had these emotions for a fucking reason.
Right.
And it's like any woman who defends that picture it's empowering and artistic. That is an open invitation for every man to hit her inbox with dick pics and just put a filter on it. Artistic and empowering.
Nobody wants that.
All right. That is truly the weird part of her whole agenda, and you know what I'm saying, and the way she looks at everything. It's like, on the one hand, you have a lot of women who put really, really promiscuous, even on social media, beyond just Amber Rose. When you put every picture that you put on Facebook or social media is you with your ass turned around, or you scantily clad or whatever, and then you turn around and get offended about guys being in your inbox. Like, to me, like, I delete those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if every picture you got, you look like a stripper in the picture, but then you always talking about, I'm so tired of these thirsty ass niggas in my inbox. It's like, make up your fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? I'm totally confused. So the whole thing with Amber Rose, when she put it out there, and that was the whole thing. Like Kelby just said, a point that he made. Everybody was like, she's just empowering women. She's letting women, and the whole women's empowerment movement has been, feminism is on a hella rise. You know what I'm saying? That's like a brand right now. Feminism itself is a complete brand of its own right now. You know what I'm saying? And we can dive into that with this particular topic. I mean, feminism, T. Marie. Are you for it or against it? In the true sense of the word.
I don't even know what, they changed it so much now. I don't even know what feminism is. What does that mean? That you're independent, you don't need a man to do something, you can do it all yourself, that you become you're all woman and you don't need anybody. If that's what feminism is, I don't believe in that, because what it does, it starts to tear apart what we should be putting together anyway, which is a man and a woman. It takes a team. We were created to help one another. And when women start to become so independent that they don't need a man, or they feel like they can do life without a man, then you start to create all these other situations. And then you wonder, like, why I can't get a man? Because you're too damn independent. You're too damn fit. Like, make up your mind. When you start to do that, it's like, it's hard for a man to come at you. It's hard for a man to bring who he is to you, and you don't even know how to accept it, because you're so strong, you're so independent, and you so don't need him that you don't even know how to embrace that whole situation. So I'm not the one that's for super feminism. I believe in being independent and taking care of yourself. If you have to, you should be able to do that anyway. But to make it a point that you don't need a man and a man is not needed, I think that's too much. We do too much. We really do too much with that. And so being super independent, then you wonder why this man coming at you wondering if you got all your own shit. And you like, what you mean? Because that's how you present yourself, like you don't need him, you got all your own shit. And so when he come and making these songs like, oh yeah, she's so independent, she got that, you mad. I'm confused. So I just need you to decide what you want to be, who you want us to be as women, feminists. Please let me know.
All right. Just gonna give her a round of applause for that little rant. I started to throw a point on the house. All right, Kelby. So what do you think about that? What do you think about it? And Kelby's, he's a married guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Making It Magazine, Kim. I don't know if she's watching or not, but if she is, big ups to her. And he has a woman in his corner that supports him. What do you think about it? Everything that T. Marie just said, as far as feminism, it's different because we're talking to a married man and a single woman right here. So it's kind of a weird space. It's a weird space with this.
So here's the thing for me is feminism, I think, seeks equality, but it's like equal ain't the same thing as fair. Like, you want women to be able to have combat roles in the military, then women also have to be included in the drafting. Like, it's like you want all the things you want, but you don't want none of the shit that comes with it. It's like equality is like, if getting back to Bill Cosby for a second, if a woman sleeps with a man, or they, have a relationship and a woman doesn't get what she wants, she can yell rape. But if a man don't get what he wants, it's a date. Like, so it's like, that is what it is. So it's like, shit ain't equal. Like, it's two sexes. It's like inherently we do some things different. Like, and I think that's the problem, is not really seeking fairness, because we want equality when it comes to us. If he got it, I want it. If she got it, I want it. But in the scope of things, we're part of a bigger, like, I'm a part of a family. My family is a part of a community. My community is part of a city. Like, we have to look at the bigger picture. And sometimes what we want in just for us to be equal, the whole suffers, because it's really not fair.
Exactly.
So if we got to ration out the food, if everybody gets the equal amount of food, why does the baby have the same amount of food as a full-grown man? Like, the baby's just gonna waste the food. Like, so it's equal, but the shit ain't fair, and it hurts everybody in the long run.
All right. Good point. Man, this is a close one. Let me tally up some stuff, man. We got about 7 minutes left, and we get ready to roll out. Let me see. Angela Harris says T. Marie needs a point. A woman does need a man. She agrees with T. Marie on that. Give her a point from Angela Harris. Michael Broussard wants me to give Kelby like 20 points for something. I'm trying to figure out why. I'll just give him a 1. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants you to get. I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to scroll down. Kyle Jackson says a point for T. Marie on the feminism that she made, the feminism point. All right. So I'm gonna give Kelby. Give Kelby a point here from Michael Broussard. All right. Let me see. Who else? Anybody else racked in? Anybody else? Vina says points for T. Marie for her part about feminism and make up your mind. All right, that's another point, T. Marie. All right. Team Kelby, Cherie 6 says Team Kelby for her being shameless, about the Amber Rose, for her being shameless, and 1 point for invitation to hit the inbox. So T Marie wants to make sure you get a point for, Cherie 6 wants Kelby to get some points for that. All right. Somebody gave me a point. Twink gave me a point. I don't know what for, Twink, but I'm pretty sure I said some slick shit. I don't know.
They saying some slick shit.
Yeah. Twink also wants to give Kelby 2 points, so I'm gonna make sure. All right, or 1 point for Kelby. I don't know why she said 2. You gotta tell me. You gotta break them down individually so I can keep it fair. All right. Let me see. Team Kelby. Cherie 6 says also 1 point about Kelby. Equal but not fair. That's a good point. All right. 38-39. Shit. Oh.
I just want to tell you guys, if I lose, it was rigged. This shit was rigged.
All this shit was rigged the whole time.
I made really big points. Really big points.
It's a close one.
Good points too. If I scroll down, there's some points that we done missed.
But my points.
I'm doing the best I can too. Yeah, I'm doing. It's really hard because like Kelby mentioned to me, he was like, Blizzum, like every couple of minutes you got to tell people the rules. You know what I'm saying? Because people are talking, but they're not really just like putting Team Kelby or Team Marie in the joint. So he told me that, but this is actually my first time running the full segment, so I'll get a hang of it. I got to remember to keep telling people, the more. And then if 100 people was listening, then I'd miss all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I have to go in there and cherry pick it. Well, if 100 people were commenting right now, it's tough to keep track with like a couple of people right now. But we'll get it together. I'll make sure we have some kind of way in place to make sure we get all the points and stuff. But look, man, we only got 4 minutes left in this segment, and I want to make sure that you guys give any closing words. All right, so we got about 4 minutes. That'll be about 2 minutes apiece, and you guys can make as many points about whatever, and then we'll tally it all up at the end. All right, T Marie, this is your last chance to rack up as many points as you can. All right, you can't be using stuff you already said before. Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I want to go back, but the one thing I want to say about this feminism, about Amber Rose, is this one thing here. We got to quit trying to make women feel like that their sexuality is what makes them empowered. We got to quit making us feel like when we take off our clothes and show our bodies to the world, that makes us empowered. That doesn't make us empowered. That is easy to do. Being empowered is making sure you take care of your home, take care of your bills, take care of your family, handle your business, grow your credit report, make sure all the things that need to be taken care of. That's what's empowering, making sure all your responsibilities are taken care of. Family, friends, but just being able to take your clothes off, that does not empower you. And our society has made us feel like being naked makes us be empowered. And that's something that is sacred to you as a woman. So quit taking your clothes off and exposing your body to the world and thinking that has empowered you. No, ma'am, you have shamed yourself. Your empowerment is being able to be an influence with your clothes on, with your mind, with your spirit, with your mouth, with your thoughts. It's too easy to take your clothes off. That's the easiest thing you can do. So if that's what's empowering you, you absolutely have no power at all. And I'm done.
All right. Yeah. And Cherie 6 wants to give you another a point for the empowerment. Kyle Jackson wants to give you a point for that. All right. Let me see. And Angela Harris. All right. All right, Kelby, you up, bro?
How am I gonna follow that up?
I don't know. Good luck.
So now let me look at it from a different point of view. Taking your clothes off isn't empowering, but it is empowering because it gives you power over a man. Because some men, if that's all that they look at, and they're how many men pass up on a good female for the chick who just taking her clothes off? They all in her inbox. They all spending money with her, supporting her small business, and it's sad because when a young woman wants attention and she knows that that's something that she can do to get a man's attention, not her being independent, not her being intelligent, not her being witty, like when that's what men dole their attention on, it does give her a sense of empowerment. And I think that's a fucked up situation because it's just like the same, like the things that when women reward bad behavior in men, then men continue to behave badly. And so it's like we got to take responsibility as men to look deeper into a woman than just their bodies. And I think that's part of the issue. And then my second thing is, I don't defend white people. Racism is real. Like, racism is like gravity. Like, that just is what it is. But we can't learn how to fly by trying to figure out how to get rid of gravity. We have to create a way to overcome gravity. And so that's why I try to take it out the equation most of the time, because fuck it, it's racism, it's gravity. But we got to figure out a way to overcome it. So those are my 2 points.
All right. And I'm going to go over here to the Facebook Live one more time. Venus says 1 point when Team Maurice. Hold on. Venus says 1 point for Team Marie on the sexuality is not what empowers you. She chimed in. Also, Twink chimed in on that. DJ Esoteric minus 1 point for Team Marie. The media is proving you wrong time and time. This is why we have sex symbols. He doesn't agree with that. He says that's why we have sex symbols. So he says, he doesn't agree with you on that one. So I can't give you a point there. But I don't know necessarily would I take a point away from you. But I did give Kelby a point on that because when he came back with his rebuttal, like, you know what I'm saying, sex sells, and that's kind of what Kelby's whole point of his rebuttal was, which is why I immediately gave Kelby a point for that. Let me see. Vina also says Kelby has a point also as well for his. Let me see. Michael Broussard also gives a point to Kelby at his closing argument. All right. Twink says 1 point for the gravity comment. All right. Oh, it's 44. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Otessa Broussard says, say no to double standards. We shall overcome. 1 point for Kelby. Man, 45 up? What? We got a tie.
I'm get my points up.
Hold on. Because, Kelby came back and got a couple of people jumped on his side, but, you had a lot of people rocking with you, too.
Yes.
Man. This is a close one, man. I mean, these guys, you guys had great points. I don't know what's the tie. Anybody want to break the tie? 347-934-0966. We got to get ready to get up out of here. I said we wasn't going to.
Took for me.
I did take some. Well, you had
like
some.
8,000 points for me.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't.
I'm gonna go back and get mine. This time we done left out.
I never did take a point away from. I only took a point away from you, Kelby, because I knew. I understood what he was saying, and I'd be talking shit to you about that same exact thing sometimes.
Oh, so you gonna give Kelby that point?
I took a point away from him for that. What I'm talking about. All right. DJ Esoteric says I can't have a tie. They're saying I can't have a tie. They're saying I can't have a tie for my first show. All right. Now Kyle says T. Marie wins. DJ Esoteric says Kelby wins. You know what? We're gonna keep it a tie. Listen, man. Listen, you guys. I thank you guys for rocking with me, man. I really appreciate it, man. You guys were great guests joining me via Skype. Thanks, everybody, for rocking with us. Thanks, everybody, for rocking with this first segment of Points of View. If you guys really dug it, please share it. Please tell people about it. Let people know. You know what I'm saying? I want to let T. Marie and Kelby give out any information that they got before we go about any events or anything about their shows and businesses before we get ready to go out here. Go ahead, T. Marie.
All right, so you can catch us live on Facebook Live. It's T. Marie Radio Show. We will be back this Wednesday. We are on live from 12 to 2, but then we're back on K100. If you miss us then, we're back on K100 on Fridays from 9 to 11. So follow us. It's T. Marie Radio Show. You can follow the page. You can follow me, T. Marie, Katrina T. Marie Curtis, and my Instagram, T. Marie, #4U. And before I get out of here, I want you guys to know, I do have a new nonprofits called Blessed Tresses, and what we do real quick is we help women who are in transition and their children and their daughters to be able to keep their crowns, which is their hair, together. Most people cannot afford their hair. They can't afford to keep their hair done, and we know that the way a woman looks has a lot to do with the way she feels, and some people just cannot afford that. So we will be having our first fundraiser, which is July the 9th. You can buy your tickets for that. It's $50. It's a yacht party. All food is included. All drinks included. It's hosted by Married to Medicine's Janice Shelton, and the DJ will be DJ Waffle. So you guys go on my page, Blessed Tresses. You can donate anytime, but if you want to help me in any kind of way, please feel free to do so.
All right, and go ahead, Kelby. Go ahead, Kelby.
Man, I ain't got nothing as exciting and magnanimous going on as that. Like, you gotta start letting me go first in these things. But hold on. So the name of the show is Points of View, and then we get points for saying our view.
Right.
Yes.
That's slick shit you did. I see what you did.
Yeah. All right.
Kelby, Makin'It Magazine founder, big supporter of K100 Radio. This is some dope shit. Make sure y'all share it and continue to check out and support everything that he got going on, everything that T. Marie got going on. I'm just big on supporting our community. So,
yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys for rocking with us, man. I appreciate it. Everybody who tuned in, hope you guys enjoyed it, man. It seems like a lot of feedback and everything was going in. So, welcome back to the K100 Radio Talk Universe over on the broadcast. If you're listening on the broadcast, we'll get back into the music right now.